Hi everybody, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to all my patrons. My name's Neil and it's time for another episode of QI. This is another viewer request from the YouTube comments. I'm excited to get into it because it's a very early episode from just Series B. It's always a bit of a gas to see young Stephen Fry, young Alan Davis, and young guests that might still be showing up today. So I'm excited, and I think this is also the Christmas special from Series B. It's called Birth, and as far as guests go, we've got Phill Jupitus, who's a mainstay of the show. We've got Rich Hall. Now, I know that name, but I'm not sure I would recognize him or know any of his work. But I also know his name as that of a famous comedian. So, and I think on this side of the pond too. So that'll be interesting. And a gentleman by the name of Mark Steele. I don't know who Mark Steele is, whether he's a comedian or whether he comes from a different walk of life. But let's get into it, guys. This is episode 12 from Series B, and it's called Birth. A little jingle bells thrown on over the theme music. Oh, and icicles hung from the rafters.
Good evening, and a hearty ho, ho, ho. The deep Mark Steele, the crisp Rich Hall, the even Phill Jupitus, the snowbound layabout Alan Davies.
Not very Christmassy. Oh, look at everyone getting a hat in the audience.
What's
even.
Crocodile Dundee doing in the third row there?
Leather hat, I've got him. Yep.
Jesus is here. How much more Christmassy can you get?
What makes a festive balloon like this go up?
Helium.
It's the right answer, 2 points.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for the klaxon
What did
for
your
some
voice?
reason.
Makes it go higher pitched if you inhale it.
Oh. No, it doesn't go up in pitch at all. It's the timbre that changes.
The timbre.
The timbre.
That's a stamp,
isn't it? It's we wanted to give you all some helium, but I've got the 3 worst words in the English language to offer you. And safety. It's 4 words. It's 4 words. Wouldn't let us do it on
Really?
What do they think could possibly happen?
There is a gas you can breathe called xenon, which is, I think, one of the inert gases, where you do actually go John Wayne-like when you...
Freon is like that also. You know, you can suck the back out of a refrigerator and your voice will be much lower. I did it all the time as kids.
Yes, the fact is sound travels faster in helium, which increases the frequency but not the pitch.
Isn't the pitch absolutely a function of the frequency?
Why is the Emperor Penguin like Santa Claus?
Kids love them.
It's true.
Big fella with presents, funny bird.
Which one's Santa there?
Scientists give ecstasy to one penguin.
Well, I can tell you the answer is they both come once a year. They have a pretty tragic sex life. The male gets 10 seconds of ejaculation and then has to spend 2 months incubating an egg while the wife goes off to eat fish and things like that.
What noise do they make, though, when they're...
They sound a little like Angela Rippon.
Good evening, and this is the news.
Yeah, it's unusual.
This just in.
Aristotle believed that you should always make love facing the north.
Who should be facing the north?
I mean, surely, it's usual. I mean, you don't do it like that, do you? Or like that? Oh, I see. Like that.
Many a man will hear his wife questioning, is that a compass between my shoulder blades?
Hang on,
dear.
Why?
Hang on, dear.
You can use GPS these days. It's so much easier.
That's if you're doing it in the Jag. You can...
If you want to take up smoking, but you want to increase your life expectancy by about 8 years, what should you do?
Take up smoking 8 years later than you were going to.
Become women.
Not quite
Lose
as
weight.
extreme as that.
Just cut off the testicles.
Yes, is the answer.
No! I'd rather die 8 years sooner.
Castration can increase your life expectancy by 13 years, which comfortably outweighs the mere 5 years which a 20-a-day habit is supposed to take off your life. Other good things about being castrated are you don't go bald or suffer from acne, so it's easier to pull. What did Italian barbers do with 8,000 balls every year?
Increase their life expectancy by 32,000 years.
So were they in the castrating business?
They were in
on
the
side?
castrating game. 4,000 Italian 8-year-olds every year.
8-year-olds?
Every year.
Is that their choice or is that pushy
They're
parenting?
pushy parents, I'm afraid. But they can become incredibly rich and successful. Moresco, who died in 1922, was the last of the papal castrati.
This is the sound of the actual operation.
In a minute you hear... Did they have photos up on the wall of people with no bollocks?
Slightly outdated.
I'll have one of those.
So they come around with a mirror afterwards and go,
Name one of the animals present at the birth of Jesus.
Donkey.
Donkey?
The cattle were lowing.
camel, there must be a camel.
A camel, eh? No.
Cow.
A cow?
Sheep.
Sheep, eh?
Let's just rack up these negative points.
Were there no animals?
Well done. The first nativity crib wasn't till over 1,000 years, 1,200 years after the birth of Christ. But you can get a point if you can tell me who it was who came up with the first crib with animals.
Thomas Aquinas, when was he?
Not Thomas Aquinas, no, but certainly a saint.
St. Francis.
St. Francis of Assisi, quite right.
In America, they just milk it in ads at Christmas. Everything's Autolite, the spark plug Jesus would have used.
Now, what do we know about the Magi?
They taught Luke Skywalker everything he knows.
Aren't they tribesmen like the Jedi?
Well, I mean, everyone is a tribesman of some kind. I did an interview with the president of Uganda, and I don't know why you find that so amusing. I said, you yourself are Ugandan. He said, yes, I am. What tribe are you? And it's an absolutely right point.
Someone's told me that they were in the same office as David Frost, just as David Frost picked up the phone and said, Boutros, Boutros, how the devil are you?
No, this is my story.
You're going to tell us
I
you were at
promise
the
you.
birth of Christ in a minute.
But I happened to be at 4th of July party. The American ambassador was holding it his house in Regent's Park. And,
Ferrero Rocher, as far as the eye can see.
and Tony Blair walked past. And David Frost threw out a hand and went, "Beloved!" There we are. So, the Magi, the Magi, we hoped you might fall into the trap of suggesting that they were three wise men. They were Persian or Zoroastrian priests. Of course, 6 days after he was born, a week after he was born, he had to have the old snip.
Italian barber, tipped up.
It wasn't, no, Jesus was
Would you
not...
allow me to cut anything else? I can make him sing.
Just...
That's my random southern Mediterranean.
And it's it works well. It's generally been assumed that there were three of them because they brought three gifts, but it's quite possible there were four and one forgot to get a present until after the other shops were closed. Anyway, they could have been
Gift
women,
card.
apparently. But what do we know of Herod's wife? In other words, what was the name of Herod's wife?
Mrs. Herod. Maria, Sylvia, Jane, Michelle, Mary.
Fortunately, we haven't got all those up. No,
Beyonce.
it's nearly that odd. It begins with a
Yvonne.
D.
Denise.
No.
Dawn.
Detox.
Closer.
Donna.
Diana.
Closer.
Donatella.
Donatella.
No, don't forget the N.
Dot.
Dot.
Dor is a good beginning.
Dorothy.
Shorter.
Dorothea.
Okay, Sarah.
Doris.
Doris, thank you, Doris.
Doris Herod.
He's been out all night killing babies, I'm telling you. I am not watching that clock.
Did you find
the Messiah? Because he's a very naughty boy.
My grandfather always used to call Pythagoras Pythagoras because he was Hungarian, my grandfather. He said, you go to school, you'll learn about Pythagoras. I said, no, we've not done any Pythagoras. He said, you ask your mathematics teacher, he must do the Pythagoras. And I said, are we going to do Pythagoras? He goes, shut up, Fry. He used to pronounce pineapple upside down cake, Piniopli opshide dovne tsoka.
I just wanted to move on because my mom's name is Doris.
You're named for Doris Day?
No. It was given to her by the president of Madagascar.
How many heads did Jesus' granny have?
So he had his mother's mother, but he didn't have a father's mother.
what I-
Because
that's
God
what
didn't
I-
have a
that's
mother.
what I meant.
Ah, yeah.
So I'm not as stupid.
Oh, no, you're not even... No, you're not. You couldn't be.
How many?
No.
One head.
His mother's mother was St Anne, and rather oddly, she had 7. On the authority of the church, she had 7. Her heads were proudly on display, simultaneously, at Lyon, Apt, Aix-la-Chapelle and Chartres in France, in Bologna, in Sicily, and in Düren in Germany. And so she must have had 7, because the church recognised them all. How is it possible to die and come back to life after 3 days?
Cryogenics.
Oh, it's sort of cryogenics, yeah.
Cryosthenics when you exercise in the cold.
It's a mixture where you do exercises while you're frozen in suspension. Well, what you want to be is a water bear, which has another rather sweet name, which is a tardigrade.
Ah,
There's
yes.
Is that it?
Oh, yes.
That's not a bear.
No,
It's the Sydney Opera House.
I mean, you can see them with the naked eye. That's magnified. We've done all kinds of nasty things to them. We have boiled them, frozen them, poisoned them, dehydrated them, and bombarded them with radioactivity. And still they live. They just put themselves into suspended animation in such a state until things turn out nicely for them.
That's not a very nice way to treat a bear.
Hey, boo-boo!
Well, in fact, tardigrades have been frozen to within 1 degree of absolute zero.
I thought you were going to say to within an inch of their life. What would your superpower be of choice?
Invisibility.
Really?
Yeah, I think...
Would you?
Ah, it'd be great fun. What would you like?
I'd like to have no bodily smell.
He's scentless.
Where's, like, the coolest place in the universe, man?
Where's, like,
Venus.
He's
coolest...
deliberately chosen the planet that's second nearest to the sun.
Venus in the winter.
It's on Earth.
The freezer.
In the universe, it's 3 degrees above absolute zero, because it still has some of the heat left over from the Big Bang. Scientists have managed to create a big bar, huge 1-ton metal bar, which is just a fraction of a degree above absolute zero.
Is it, ironically, in the middle of the desert?
Well, it's actually it's in a very hot place indeed. It's in Louisiana, yes.
There's bound to be one scientist goes in with the big iron bar one day.
Licks it.
Frank! And then suddenly be like, whoop, 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 and swat team.
Oh, not again.
The only chance there's something else as cold in the universe is if it's been created by an alien intelligence in some other part of the universe.
I don't want to do general ignorance.
Why not?
Because I always get them wrong and I will not be humiliated at Christmas.
Well, you don't know anything, that's the problem.
You have all the answers, so why... There's no point telling me I don't know anything.
Well, do you think it's easy for me, do you?
Yes, I think it's quite easy for you.
All right. Why don't you sit here?
Oh!
I'll sit there.
Wow!
OK, Stephen.
Oh, yes.
I've been waiting for this opportunity.
Oh,
A
Christ.
question just for Stephen.
Yes.
Who plays in goal for Aston Villa?
Well, I do know you've got a Swede called Thomas Sorensen who plays in goal, but has he been taken over by Stefan Poster?
Postma, yes.
Postma, yeah. Which is...
It's actually Danish, but I'll give you that.
Yes, you played against England.
Yes, this isn't going to work. What was Mozart's middle name?
This is going to be a trick question, isn't it? You
Well,
want-
I don't know. You're the smarty pants.
Oh, bollocks. So I'll say Amadeus.
Wolfgang. His full name was Johann Chrysostomus Wolfgangus Theophilus Mozart. He usually called himself Wolfgang Amad, not Amadeus, or Wolfgang Gottlieb. This question for Stephen Fry. How many states of matter are there?
Oh, hello.
4.
Well, if you count plasma, I suppose 4. Liquid, solid,
6. I'm surprised at you, Stephen.
Oh.
They are, of course, solid, liquid, gas, plasma, Bose-Einstein condensate, and fermionic condensate, sometimes known as filament.
Just done.
This question is for Stephen Fry.
Adam Davies hunched in front of his pub trivia machine. That's it all. I'll have that.
Which way does the bathwater go down the plug hole in the northern hemisphere?
Every way you want it to. You can push it to go one way and push it to go the other. I've tried it.
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
Stephen, what are you doing in that bathroom? I'm pushing it to go one way. I'm pushing it to go the other. I'm the master.
What do penguins in the Falkland Islands do when RAF jets fly over them?
Fry, Cambridge.
A little UC there, I love it.
Fall over, topple over, back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Fry, you idiot.
Is
It's an urban myth. What kind of animal is sacred in India?
do not say cow. Do not say cow.
The cow.
The elephant.
India, the term sacred is a Christian one, doesn't really apply to India. Even if it did, it wouldn't apply to cows. There are no cow deities, cow icons, cow statues, and no temples to cows.
There you are. Well done. Do you want me to wrap up?
Yeah, why don't you...
I'll wrap up. All right. Well done.
Is that the only time Alan's ever got that opportunity?
In first place, with a very proud and impressive 7 points, is Rich Hall. In second place is Mark with 2 points. Phil is third with -3. Alan has -52.
And in fifth
But
place,
unfortunately, our runaway loser is Stephen on -56. Good night. Happy Christmas.
I like that I'm getting recommended all the unique episodes. Obviously, this one was recommended because it was the episode where Alan took over as quizmaster for general ignorance. Ton of fun. I think it's probably the only time it's happened. Let me know if it's happened again. I want to see it every time it's happened. That was a blast. Sorry for the dogs in the hall. It's been a dog-full day. I feel like Stephen, especially in the earlier seasons, properly ridiculed Alan a little more than in later seasons, or more than Sandy does, which is probably not what Alan thought he was signing up for back when he was offered the gig in the first place. But yeah, a lot of fun to see the turning of the tables. Surprised Stephen got a football question right. I wouldn't have gotten that. Of course, I hardly follow football at all. Anyway, and I certainly didn't back in 2003 or whatever year this was that it started. But yeah, fun show. Shame it wasn't the XL version. I know they didn't start doing XL until Series E or F, I think. But thank you guys so much for recommending that one to me. Thank you guys for following along. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of these. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.